What's up, listeners? It's the Russian dude. Let's get straight to the point and talk about some ridiculous Russian propaganda. Oh, okay. So, you guys know about the existence of this trading card games, basically where you collect cards, exchange them, fulfill sets, collect sets, things like this, right? And depending on how rare the card is, it becomes more expensive. You know what I'm talking about, right? So long story short, Russia started recently to use the very same example from these other cultures, and they created their very own trading card game based on the heroes of the special military operation. So right here in this example we see 3 cards, 2 of them are legendary status and 1 of them is just a common one. First legendary card is from Colonel General Mr. Lapin. The second legendary card is the main propagandist Vladimir Solovyov. Somehow he's the hero of the special military operation. But then the third one, the common one, so it's not that rare, right? Is the son of Ramzan Kadyrov, Adam Kadyrov, a guy who literally receives rewards for just existing. He had breakfast, he's awarded the hero of the labor. He woke up, he took shower, he receives the award of the hero of the Soviet Union. Well, now he is somehow the hero of the special military operation. But since not a single decent mind that Russian ever wanted to buy these cards, the Russian propaganda decided to start giving them out in just literally local supermarkets, for example like 7-Eleven. So you just buy something and, well, they push you these cards down to your shopping bag. Well, still, the popularity is not that high. Enough with this clown trip, now let's get serious and let me give you a brief update from the southern and the eastern Ukrainian front lines and Russians literally dropping FABs on their own Belgorod. To begin with, right here is the video from the Crimean Peninsula where, according to local residents, some very loud noises happened last day, and this was the exact location of the Russian air defense system, which allows us to assume it was destroyed. Next we have a video from Nova Kakhovka, which for the last several months was completely silent. Well, now, according also to local residents, some activities resumed, because as you can see from this picture, a cloud of smoke was rising from the left side of Kherson region, from the side which is under the control of Russians. Next is the compilation video from Ukrainian army, and they show us the destruction of 4 multiple launch rocket systems, Tor M1 and Tor M2s, 3 air defense systems called Panzer, and another multiple launch rocket system called Buk. As we go to Belgorod, the very neighboring city close to Ukraine, well, at this point daily attacks against the city became pretty normal, even for the regular residents. At first, you remember the Russian authorities were saying, don't you even think about attacking the territory of Russia? Well, now it is literally like nothing happened. And one of the reasons why the mindset of Russians changed completely, it is because a lot of these attacks and just in general loud noises are happening because of the Z army itself. For example, right here you can see once again one of the consequences of such attacks, and most likely, since Russian propaganda never talks about this, this was yet another FAB which came from the side of Russia. According to very conservative estimations by Ukrainians, just since the beginning of 2024, reportedly 38 total number of FABs of Russians which was landing in Belgorod, which was underreported by the Russian propaganda. So, well, as you can see, it is not just Ukrainians who attack this city, it is Russians themselves. Next is the video from Makivka, where local residents reported loud noises as well, and then is the video from Novomikhailivka, where Russians resumed, or at least I would say attempted to resume some offensive against this area. And long story short, they brought at least 7 armored personnel carriers. Well, every single one of them was destroyed according to this video. And then also in Donetsk region, right here is the video from Ukrainian FPV drone, which shows the consequences of Ukrainians attacking small separate drone units of Russians, which were launching Zalas and Lancets. And then in Torsky we can see an extraordinary, extremely rapid, small raid done by a single Ukrainian tank T-64, which was able to get very close to the Russian positions, attack them, and then successfully retreat. But this is not even the most extraordinary news which came to us from the east of Ukraine, because reportedly in the last couple of days, Ukrainians using HIMARS, were able to destroy a relatively secret Russian base along with its barracks, located on the territory of Luhansk region. However, some of you might ask, what is so special about this particular attack? It is not uncommon that Ukrainians destroy military targets of Russians, which are located both on their own territory of Ukraine and also can be located on the territory of Russia. Well, what makes this particular event relatively special? At least two different factors. The factor number one is that the existence of this base along with its barracks was not that widely known. Like, Ukrainians had no idea that this was an actual military base. They thought this could have been whatever, school, preparations, university, abandoned houses. It was not that much known about this specific location. And the factor number two, what makes this event special, is that Russians themselves, quote-unquote, accidentally revealed the location of this base, because some soldiers, as you can see from this picture, they wanted to show off or something like this. They said like, hey, look at us, we are soldiers, we're wearing a military uniform, we're very scary people, don't even think about messing with us. For this reason they had to take a picture literally on the territory of their military base. But it is no longer a secret that every single picture, as soon as it appears on the internet, it carries a metadata. Basically what it means, you can download this picture, open this metadata, and you can see the exact location where this picture was taken. This is what Ukrainian intelligence did. They found the location of this military base. Within, could be hours, could be days, they set the HIMARS on this military base, and well, the consequences, they speak for themselves. And as always, it is not the very first and most likely not the last time where Russians lose important military objects, literally because of their immeasurable stupidity. Just think about it, Russian soldiers already had dozens of examples whenever they were releasing some pictures online, and then these positions were attacked. Their commanders, generals, officers, they specifically prohibit them to do it. Well, yet somehow these soldiers still continue to do it. Well, actions equals consequences. It is not like that Ukraine is complaining, neither do me, and I don't think you guys will complain either. But wait, there is more. According to Z propaganda, Ukrainians, along with the Freedom of Russia fighters, they're creating a so-called raid literally next to the territory, next to the border between Ukraine and Belarus, with one single purpose: to hunt down and eliminate its president, Alexander Lukashenko. So guys, let's talk about this right now. This is an extra chapter for my Patreons. This is right now the main source of income for the Russian Dude channel. So guys, if you want to continue watching, see this episode fully uncensored, and just in general show the support to my work, please go ahead and check my Patreon. The link is down below. Thank you so much. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, because unfortunately, once again, we are under 245,000. YouTube cleaning continues. So let's make a deal. If we can reach 246,000, I will release, according to a popular demand, my The Russian Dude 10 songs on Spotify completely for free. We've been struggling to get 246,000 at this point for several weeks, so guys, seriously, if you do like these episodes, please subscribe. But if you cannot wait and you want to hear these songs, they are right now available on my Patreon, so go ahead and check my Patreon, another reason to support the channel. Other useful links are also down below: my Instagram, PayPal donations, and of course merch, hoodies, pants, t-shirts, cases, everything is down below. Thanks so much for watching, see you tomorrow.